Hi everybody, it's Lisa from Lisa's Paper Passion, coming to you with a few projects I've just been working on my own, and a quick little surprise during the video, so make sure you're tuned into that, because I'm not going to do it at the end. I'm just going to kind of surprise you throughout the video. So anyway, here we go. Let me put this aside a little bit. I got a comment on one of my videos saying that my hands were too close or something, so thank you for that comment. I'm not a professional and I do my best in doing these videos, so I appreciate all feedback, but please know that I just videotape on my tablet and sometimes it does appear too close, so I made a little adjustment. I don't know if that helps, but here we go. Anyway, this is an altered book cover that I made. And it's not really a book cover. I don't really know what you call it, but it's it used to be like a card box that I got from the thrift store for $2. And I love how you could take something so simple and create a beautiful item with it. So I'm not going to go into details on what I used and every little piece of flower and lace. I tend to do that on my design team projects, but on my projects on my own, I'm not going to say, you know, every little detail and bore you to death. So if you have any questions about anything I use, please don't hesitate to ask me. You can always leave a comment and ask me a question. I'll be happy to help you with it. So anyway, I had a lot of fun. I covered this paper. I do have to say I covered the paper with, trying to remember the paper line. It's really, really pretty. It's very thin. It's My Mind's Eye. My Mind's Eye Bramble Rose Designer card. It says cardstock paper, but it's thin as a very thin paper. So I don't recommend it on heavy projects. But since this was a pretty hard project as far as the backing and the materials that were already there, all I had to do is gesso it and adhere this on. So this is kind of the side. My mat is from the heat tool is kind of warped, so I have to hold this up. I really like to use seam binding, and this was a piece of wedding fabric that I put on there, wedding trim. So it came out really pretty. I love to use all my roses. I did get this little birdie nest from my friend Malika. She shared that with me, so that was very sweet of her. And I gessoed, not gessoed, I used modeling cream in the back to kind of give it the rough look. And then I just put paper inside and out. And I did Mod Podge it. That way I really like the glossy look, and it just kind of adheres it down. And just use a simple doily on the back. Again, Mod Podging it down. So this is a great little holder for notes, for a gift. You can even, you know, hold it like this to display it. So that was my first project. And then the second thing that I worked on, I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. This is a tag, what do you call it? Tag on a hanger, I guess. I made this hanger a while back. I got inspired by a video that I watched on YouTube, and it didn't come out exactly how that person made it, but it came out the Lisa way, which I like. And that's the back of it. You can kind of see the profile of the hanger better. It's very, very rustic, and as I said, it didn't come out exactly, but I like it, and I put it aside because I didn't know what to do with it, and then when I made this tag, it just came out really nice. I used Prima packaging. Prima's known for their beautiful packaging, and it was really kind of a nice, you can't really tell by the time I ended up covering it, but you can kind of see the doily background. I don't even remember what was in this packaging, but I like to hang on to the backs because it is so pretty, and you could just, you know, use it for background and you're ready to go. And it's pretty thick paper, but I just backed it with a piece of chipboard, and I know I didn't decorate the back, and shame on me, but oh well, it's my project. So I used one of my corset die cuts that I have. Actually, I have the die, and I used wedding trim, and I just had a lot of fun with it. I used some lace in the background over here, and I don't know what I did back here. I think I stenciled it. I did want to add a little dangle to her waist. She's not belly dancing, but I just thought that that would be pretty and elegant. This is the trim, I do have to say, from Gladys's store, Heart of a Gypsy Soul, and I love this trim. She gave me a bunch of it, and I've been using it a little bit on each project, and it's unique because it has the pearl, rhinestone, and it's really, really pretty. So it's kind of dangly. In the bottom, I used Miriam's Crafting Supplies, little sunflower pearls, I think she calls them. So anyway, so that was my next project. And then before I show you the next one, here's a surprise. I am so thankful of the number of subscribers that I'm receiving. And as of today, let's check it live. I'm going to put this on pause for a second. Well, I was trying to see how many subscribers I had, but on my phone I can't check it, and my tablet I'm recording. So anyway, I'm just going to throw a guess out there because I think the last time I checked it was 550, 560, somewhere around that range. So my goal is to, for this round, of course I always aim high, I want to reach 600 subscribers, and I thank all of you who have been here from the beginning and who just joined, and I really, really appreciate it. I do read all the comments, and I work really hard on keeping my channel current and with videos and inspiration, and I am going to be doing some more tutorials, actually one right after this announcement, so stay tuned for just a fun little tutorial, something that I think we all can learn from, including myself, which I just learned about it. But anyway, what you're looking at in front of you is a little corset card that I made using my corset die, and I love that die. It was one of the best investments that I've made. So anyway, today I was kind of playing around cutting some out for a rack, and I just decided, hey, make a card. But for our purposes right now, the 600 stands for my goal in getting 600 subscribers. So please spread the word. There's only three rules, and I'll show you the prize package, and it's really fun. You must be a subscriber to my channel, which of course that makes sense. And number 2, it's only for US participants. I'm sorry, international. I appreciate all of your support, but for shipping purposes, of course, I can only ship to the United States. And number 3, leave a comment here in this video. Tell me anything. Tell me you like my channel. I hopefully won't get any comments saying you don't like my channel, but leave me feedback, comments, anything you'd like to see. I am working on a tomato pin cushion tutorial because I did get some feedback on that, and I just had to make sure that it was okay with my friend Gladys, because she's the one that taught me how to do it, and she said go ahead and do the tutorial, and that does take a little bit of time, so I'm working on that just because it takes sewing, and I don't want to take up the time on a video to sew. And one thing about my videos, if you're a new subscriber, I try to keep my videos short. I don't want to bore you with you watching me glue things down. I do not do haul videos. I don't watch them. I don't do them. I just, I don't think personally that's something that's right. But anyway, that's my philosophy, and everybody can do what they please. But you will never see haul videos. The only time you will show me showing products is when I have a design team package and I want to show you what I received. So anyway, with that said, I'm going to show you the prize for the winner of my 600 subby contest, and I'll close it as soon as I reach 600, and then I'll post a winner. And I always do my drawings with random.org, which is the fairest way, because I'm not going to put names in a box and choose somebody I know, which I know that might have happened out there somewhere on YouTube. So anyway, I don't do that stuff. I try to be 100% fair, and random.org is the way to go for me. So anyway, with all of that ranting, here's what you will get. I received this paper mache box in a swap that I did, just the box itself, and I decided to decorate it and cover it with beautiful things. And again, I used that paper pack from My Mind's Eye, and I started to use that more on projects lately. I've had it for a while. I don't remember where I even got it from, but I really like the feminine nature of the paper. So I altered it. I used beautiful ribbons that I've received, laces, I should say, from Swaps, and Charlotte doll, and he has wings in the back, and just pretty Prima decoration. And Create is my inspiration. A stick pin that I made, a bunch of Prima flowers. I think this is 100% Prima flowers with gesso, and I really, really love that look. So this is what you will get, and small things come in good packages because this isn't the only thing you will get. You will get full of this thing, full of Prima flowers. It's, again, 100% Prima flowers. I was at the warehouse Friday, and I don't really want to take these out because I packaged them in there. See how tightly they're packaged in there? They're like sausages in there, and I don't want to take them out because they'll fall. But believe me when I say it's full of Prima flowers. One of these flowers that I got, and I also shopped for a friend of mine, is these little bunches. And let me see. And I really like them. At first glance, I didn't think I'd like them because they were orange, and orange is not one of my favorite colors. But this is what it looks like. It's like it's a bunch. Of course, you can take it apart. But the flowers, once you take it off, here, we'll take one off because I want you to see the beauty of it. It's so beautiful, you know, when you open it full. And what I've been doing lately is I use some on this project as well. They are, look, you could see the inside of one of them right there. And they're really fun to use because, look, here's one that I painted cream. I originally gessoed all of them, but I really wanted to, I'm working on another project, and I decided to paint them. See, here's the orange in the background. I don't know why I'm showing you all this detail, but I really like this flower. I mean, you can paint it any color you want. It's not paper, but it's very bendable. Like, see? You could shape it and do whatever, and then you could put something else inside of it to make it more pretty. But anyway, you will get a whole little bunch of these ones inside. They're already stuffed in there. And let's see, I went over the rules. I think that was it. So that's my prize. And of course, you'll get a couple of extra other goodies, which I'm not going to show because I'll just pull them from my personal stash. So the last thing I wanted to show you, let's go ahead and put this in the background to tease you. So I went over the rules. I showed you the beautiful Prima style prize. And the last thing I wanted to show you is a quick tutorial on crinkled seam binding. And I know we've all seen these tutorials, and you know, probably someone out there has already done this, and I'm sorry if they did, and this is kind of my take on it. And again, I said something, this is something Gladys has taught me, and I love it. And when I do my seam binding, I mean, usually you spray water on it or some kind of color mist, and you know, it just kind of flattens out after a while. You know, it doesn't keep its shape. I did this yesterday as a sample because it was the first time that I was doing this. And I love it. Look, no matter what you do to it, is stretch it out, it comes back. It's crinkled. And there's a secret behind that. And I just love it. I mean, this looks so beautiful on any type of project, even hanging from there. So anyway, the secret is starch. She taught me to use starch. And I know she had a different kind, but this is what I could find at Joann's. And it was so easy to do. So I was working on this project the other day, and it's kind of an altered clipboard. That's the top of it right here. You can hang it from something. And I'm going to add a little bit more, but I wanted to do a brown seam binding, crinkled seam binding to put on top. So imagine if this is brown, to kind of put something up top. I can't speak. So anyway, let me just show you the rest of this, and I will take pictures and show you once it is done. So what I'm going to do is some brown seam binding, and I'm just going to show you real quick how I did the other one and how crinkled it came out. I am going to somehow lift my camera up.